and welcome to the show. I am here today on BeamNG Drive, going to be doing a little bit of a challenge. This is the Destruction Desert map. That is a very, very large desert, as you can see kind of in the background. There's a map for us to see. The idea is simple. We are starting at one corner. We have to try and drive to the other corner. The challenge, as it says over there on the board, drive to the other side without resetting or using the highway. That is what we are going to go and do. Now, if you were being sensible about this, the sort of vehicle you would use is this off-road Roamer. It's got good ground clearance, all-wheel drive, locking diffs, it's pretty strong. Admittedly, it lost its wheels on the proving ground circuit, but this is the sort of vehicle you would want to be crossing it's like a post-apocalyptic desert kind of thing. Really, really well-made map, I have to say. I flew the camera around a little bit to have a look. It's really, really cool, really well done. This is the sort of vehicle you would expect to be crossing the desert, but here at FailRace we don't do things in a normal way. So, instead, the challenge for me is going to be driving across the desert in this. This is a V8 Bartow. Now, I know the Bartow has difficulties with the drive shaft, so that is something I've got to be very, very careful of. I also know it has difficulties with the fuel tank. If I clonk the back of the car, you can lose the fuel tank, which we don't want to be doing. My goal is going to be to try and survive to the other side as best I can, see how far I can go if we can't make it all the way. And now there is a path, I think it goes most of the way. The truth is, though, I don't know if it's going to get too difficult to follow for me. I don't know whether we're going to get to a point where this car simply can't do it and we have to start taking alternate routes. We're going to go on an adventure. I mean, that's the point. That's the point of this kind of a challenge. As far as post-apocalyptic cars go, this is a very nice looking car. I mean, I like the Bartow. However, it's not normally the first choice you would have in surviving this sort of terrain. It doesn't have the tyres. It's not exactly sophisticated. As I said, there are known weaknesses in the vehicle. Primarily the drive shaft, possibly the fuel tank. Unlikely to ping wheels off, I would think, across here. But got to be careful, of course. There are little rocks around the place that we could get punches on. I don't know how tough the terrain is going to get. As I said, we may have to go exploring a little bit. As I said, it's an incredible looking map, this. It really does capture the sort of post-apocalyptic feel. It's somewhere over, I think it's past that big skyscraper, so it's a decent trek that we're going to have to go on here. I don't know how long it's going to take whatsoever here. We're going to climb up. Oh, this is the first bit of serious off-roading. We've already clonked the bottom of the car on it. I'm going to try and avoid the worst of this if we can. I've got to try and not over-rev the engine. I could do some damage to the car that way. I've got to try and not clonk bits of bodywork on it. Now this is unlike the proving ground circuit. This is not going to be a go as fast as you can until it falls apart, because I actually want to try and make it in one piece. I want to try and make it with the Bartow. What's probably going to get me is hidden dips, hidden bumps that I just don't notice along the way. Oh, like that, for example, that I just don't think are a jump. No real harm done in any of that. We've got a bit of a hill coming up. There are quite possibly going to be bits where I do need some speed to try and climb up hills and the like, because I don't have the traction. I don't have all-wheel drive or locking diffs or any of that good stuff. Oh, that's a sudden drop down the other side. Carefully does it. Come on, Bartow. I guess I could... The car might overheat a bit on its own. I don't know what the radiator's like on this. I've gone for a 353 engined one, so it's a sort of a bit of a sporty Bartow. Manual gearbox, of course. I'd rather have that, making me to control it. Got to be careful I don't over-rev it, as I said, but outside of that, well, I don't see any problems. Oh, hello. It's fine. I mean, if you can do this journey in a Bartow, you can, well, let's say maybe do it in anything. Worry about one of these rocks is going to catch something on the underside of the car. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't be hanging too low at the moment, the car. It's not like we've taken some big clonks along the way, so it should have the ground clear. It's not exactly like it's hugging the ground to start with. So we are all fine through here. So this sort of little terrain, these bits here where it's kind of all bobbly, if I hit them with too much speed or if there's one that I don't notice, could give us some grief. We'll try and open the taps up a little bit. It's a muscle car. We've got to make the most of the V8 in the wasteland, I guess. That is a really cool sight that you just don't expect to see in Beam. As I said, really cool map. Really, really well made. We're going to slip and slide around over here. Okay, we're kind of weaving our way around. Oh, this is a nice little bit of terrain. We'll get it up to third. We're doing 50 miles an hour. Feels a lot faster, mostly because we've been crawling around for a lot of this. Oh, can we make it up here? We should do. That doesn't look like the worst ascent we could ask for. Here we go. We will put our car around this bit. Oh, that's horrible. Let's just try and go the path of least resistance. Where has the... Don't tell me the road's gone. Oh, no, it's over there. That's fine. Small panics were had when I was worried we were going to end up losing the path. We're good. Yes, so we're going to keep a little bit of speed going up these hills. If it does stall out on a climb, we might have trouble. But of course, we don't go flying over the edge and clonking into something solid. Yep, nicely does it, Barstow. This is the right way. It's a little bit nasty terrain, but we're all good. You can see the road heading in this direction. So far, no massive obstacles for us, no massive problems. No side. I see the highway roads, but we haven't actually found them. That looks like a bit more of a climb. We're going to have to put foot... Oh! Here we go. I guess we're going to have to put foot down and try and climb this. Oh, okay. So a typical curse the commentator has struck immediately. Do we reckon? Okay, Barstow. Here we go. Let's see what you've got in terms of power. See what we got in terms of traction. We will wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and wiggle and climb, 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 climb. Hey! We are over. Little bit of damage to the bodywork. No big problem there. Ooh, slip and slide our way down here. That's a horrible corner. Thankfully, we can get away with going a little bit wide over the other side. And there's apparently a whole bunch of like Easter eggs and so on around here. If we spot stuff, we might go exploring a little bit if our car doesn't get too battered. So far, we're not doing badly on all of this. That is really cool. Oops. Don't fart around with the camera, for God's sake. Oh, now we're getting a little bit more extreme on the old climbing. Come on. I mean, I can go down to first if needed. Second is doing the job. I can see the temperatures now starting to climb in the vehicle. Come on. There we go. We're making it. Well, we're trying to make it. I'm having to abandon the road a little bit. I think there's less grip outside of this bit. It might all be about the same levels of grip. Oh, it's getting very warm climbing up here. There we go. This post-apocalyptic air is not necessarily doing all that much good for our car. Ooh, careful, does it? Don't treat it too much like a rally stage. Remember what we're driving. It's not exactly intended for this sort of use. We're going to go. We've got a little bit of a slide going on. Hey, we're drifting in the apocalypse. That's going to tear a wheel off if I'm not careful. I can see that's what's going to happen. I'm going to do something goofy, and off pops the wheel. He's getting alarmingly warm now. Oh, we've got another hill coming up. That looks like quite a big hill as well. Okay, Barstow. I think we should have to put foot down and go for it here, because if I run out of momentum, we might struggle climbing over it another direction. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do this, you can do this, you can do this. There we go. All right, nicely done. Oh, hello. Sudden drop. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to lift off the throttle. We're just going to let the car breathe a little bit. Can we find a puddle? Some water? Anywhere? That'd be nice. I would not be opposed to some water to help. But we're in the post-apocalypse. I feel like everybody would not be opposed to some water if at all possible here. I'm more thinking for cooling the car, but I guess for drinking as well. You know, car before drinking. Sure, I think that's how it should work, really. See all sorts of like broken bits of highway up there, or motorway, if we want to be British. This definitely doesn't look like Britain, I'll say that much. Clonk the front of the car down, that's not too bad. Overheating is currently the main concern. Ooh. Okay, now that was a big drop. Guess those sudden drops that I wasn't quite prepared for. Ooh, we got some more kind of off-roady terrain here. Ooh. Can I work my way around that? Yes, I can. That's not too bad. What have we got coming up here? What is that over there? Oh, okay. It's just the shadow from the... Oh, from the massive freeway pillar. That makes sense. The lighting was a little bit peculiar on that one, but we are across. We are continuing to go in the Barstow, down another hill. Do we use a little bit of speed? I see a jump over there. We're not taking the jump. We're not in the car. I'm going to take that jump and I'll lose my drive shaft, and then we'll be back to square one. We'll drift a little bit. Just a little bit. That's going to overheat the engine. Don't do too much of that. We'll go back to third gear again. There's just a big empty playground, and the temptation is to mess around a little bit. Just not so much that you bust the car up. And so far, this is doing actually pretty good. We haven't had too many issues. We only had one bit where we really had to get creative with driving around. It may still get meaner yet, though, as we head across here. It's thankfully not too narrow. Like, there's plenty of... Oh, have I bent something? Or was it just the camber on the road? Might have bent something in the front. Is the car pulling? No. Okay, might... I was worried for a second. Having the car pull is not the worst thing. It'll still drive all right. We can deal with it. And, of course, I've driven cars in very bad condition at the Proving Ground circuit, and they'll keep on going. This is, so far, doing fairly well. It might have a tiny steering tweak, but it isn't anything major. And honestly, on this kind of road, I don't think it's ever really going in a straight line anyway. So, it is of the least concern as long as that's all it is. Oh, that's a bit more off-roady coming up. That's fine. The Bartow has dealt with that one very well. Who needs an off-road truck? Who needs an off-road truck when you can use a Bartow, and that'll do just as well? Oh, apparently there's an alternate path to get over here. Who knows? We're going this way, it would seem. Oh, look at this. Now we've got a little bit of space. We go try and crack 100. No, we're not going to crack 100 miles an hour out here, really, are we? I'll put my foot down, but so far we've got 40, 50 miles an hour out of it. And not going to make the turn. We got carried away. We did 50 miles an hour, and it all got a little bit too exciting for the Bartow. And didn't really stop. What is over there? That looks cool. I'm kind of curious. This is like a factory or something? I don't know. It's abandoned. Well, I say it's abandoned. It's the apocalypse. It's going to be abandoned. I might have to go have a wander through there. Maybe the road is going to have us a wander through there, quite possibly. Yeah, we'll go have a look. We'll see what we can find. Ooh, it looks like something out of Red Faction Guerrilla we've got going on over here. We might have to go and have a little bit of a explore and see what we can do. Oh, it wants us to go that way? What the hell are these? I don't know. It does want us to go this way anyway. I want to investigate the fact. I might not be able to get into the factory, but kind of curious. Sure. Oh, they look like... I don't even know. There's like some massive... What the hell is this place? Hold on. We'll come back for a second. We'll come back to the path in a second. That looks like a boat. It was a boat once upon... It's upside down. We've found the great FailRace boat. I don't know what that is. It's just like a massive factory building. Yeah, it looked bigger from the outside. It just kind of looks like a big tube, and that's about it. Oh, crap. Let's spin it around. Let's spin it around and head back then. I can't really climb on anything or whatever. Yeah, I think there's two upside down boats. Maybe this for the overheating engine was a bad idea. I mean, it's just the one. Just one upside down boat. That's cool though. There's something else over there. Is that an even bigger boat or a building? Boat or building? That's not a question that's normally posed to anybody. Oh, Bartow. Could go back in a straight line now. Thank you. The only real damage we've done is we've cracked the windscreen. That's about it. I mean, not ideal. I'd rather not crack the windscreen on a car, but, you know, if that's it. The temperature's got warm, but it has kind of flattened out if we give it a bit of welling. I'm sure it'll go back up, but we're off throttle enough that it doesn't really get too hot. Oh, little crest. Slide the car down the hill. Fantastic stuff. What have we got going on over here? I mean, we can see in the distance there's like a radio mast. Is that where we're headed? Don't know. Possibly. Some more bumps along here for the car to buck around on. Of course, while I'm used to dealing with the Barstows and its glass drive shaft when it comes to destruction circuits, you've got to bear in mind here that these classic cars with their, as I call it, wobble-matic suspension are actually quite good at soaking up bumps a lot of the time. So these little bumps are probably not going to pose too much of a problem for this vehicle. I would be amazed if it actually did all that much damage to the car, really, here. Oh, okay, that might have been a little too fast over there. That's what I'm talking about, get carried away when there aren't... Okay, here we are now. We have got a little bit of pulling to the right-hand side for the vehicle. There's so little traction out here, though, we can't actually get much speed up anyway. We're struggling to go really above 40. And I guess that's meaning the car's not taking too much damage. Oh, God, hill. We're going to have to use as much power as we can, and that is going to get the engine warm climbing this one. There we go. We are up and over the hill. This is very cool. All the destroyed sort of skyscrapers. I guess you could say that the normal buildings for this city are all like buried under the sand or something. If you want to explain away why there's only a few skyscrapers around the place, I guess it's just what's left above the sands. In fact, there's still more going on over there. I'm going to get distracted looking at scenery and crash. That's the other thing. I mean, that's a sign of a good map if you get distracted looking at scenery rather than concentrating on driving. You know, it's a pretty damn good map. Whoa! Can we go have a look in this skyscraper? Do we reckon? Can we go and have a wander through here? Maybe. It kind of reminds me of, is it Spec Ops? Spec Ops the line that has, that's all like fighting in destroyed stuff. Kind of. That's a good game as well. I'd highly, highly recommend it. I don't think we can actually get inside. Have a little bit of, oh, I've got to try and get back out again, haven't we? This is the downside of Explore. The engine's cooled down a little bit. Oh dear. It's fine. I'm sure we just need a little bit of a run up. Here we go. Go, 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 go. Climb Bartow. Who needs an SUV? I mean, this is, if ever there was an advert for who needs an SUV, I feel like this is it. When the Bartow can do everything just as good. Well, minus the cracked windscreen. Where's the road's over there? Okay. Maybe I didn't need to go. This is when I go on the road the wrong way and we end up heading all the way back. Oh, beached it a little bit. Okay, maybe you need an SUV sometimes, but just not most of the time. Right. Back to the path. Back to the path we go. We will head up over this hill, see what's... Oh, there's that radio mast. I don't know if that's the finish line. Whoa! Okay, that's not a radio mast. That's a whole bloody boat. Holy crap, I want to go on the boat. New objective. Find a way onto the boat. It's like a big ferry. Oh, I'm going to get stuck going on a boat. I can just... This is one of those. I can sense the shenanigans afoot. I can sense the trouble afoot. Is there a way down to the boat that doesn't involve going really, really off-roading? I mean, we're going to have... Well... It's not really a road, there's not an road to be on, but I want to go and investigate the boat. Let's go and see. I want to drive on the boat. New goal! Drive on boat. Drive on ferry. Oh, it looks like actually quite a simple path up to it. I like that, that's good news for me. Let's go and have a look on this one. Oh, God, change up a gear. Oh, the engine's cooled down quite nicely. Oh, there's a bump there. Yes, we are on a boat. We are on a big old boat. Can I? No, that's like steps or something. I'm not gonna risk crashing my car into something stupid like that and breaking it on this grand, well, we'll say voyage, this grand journey across the sands. We're gonna slip and slide our way up another hill. Come on, come on! You can get to the top of the boat. It's all downhill after this. We can just let the car roll. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, Bartow! You can make it. Be good, be good. Almost. Oh, I might have to go down to first. No, first was a bad idea. We can't make it to the top of the boat. The engine's got very warm. You know what, car? Just take a breather. It's done well. I will give it that much. I will give it that much. It has done very well indeed. Let's just let it coast down the hill. Let's just spin it around. Let it coast down the hill. Cool the engine. And then we will be on our merry way. That's fun. Okay, I'm going to say it again. This is a really bloody cool map. It's really, really well made. Right. The engine's now nice and cool. I believe we were heading to the left. Yes, I think we were. This is where we get lost and end up going in a big circle and end up back where we began. Yeah, that's what that sign says. Alright, okay, we've explored the boat. There's obviously some alternate routes, some different places around that you can go to, I guess. I say I guess. There's lots of places to explore. We're not going to see all of them in this journey. I highly recommend you go and check this map out. There'll be a link in the description, as there always is, for these mods, because it's really bloody good. Where are we going now? Oh, not a hill. Okay, Bartow. I'm going to pray you don't overheat on this one. Come on. Oh, we've coaxed it up the hill. More boat, or many boats. Many boats to explore. Where are we bloody going? I feel like we're going the wrong way at the moment. We're going around the boats. I could try and take a shortcut, but I've played Snow Runner and Mud Runner, and I know what happens when you go for a shortcut. Oh! That was foolish. Okay. That was very foolish. Car, we good? I'm sorry. There was a bump that I didn't quite fully register. Again, it was just I didn't register how serious the bump was. Steering's still a little bit balked, but nothing terrible on that. I feel like we're not going towards the finish line anymore. I feel like we're going in a peculiar direction. I feel like we're going back to the start. Well, because we went through these buildings, didn't we? Maybe I felt we need to turn more. Although, I don't know. Compass would have been helpful. Maybe we should have got one of them. There's another boat over there. Oh, come on, there we go. Now we'll do it. Now we'll do it. Where the hell are we? So, I don't know where I am in relation to the start or to the finish line. I had a rough idea for a while, but now I'm far too turned around. We're going to go diving down through these kind of dunes, I guess. That's fine. We'll go up a gear. In fact, actually, maybe we can coast a little bit. Oh! Folk. What's in this container? Is it a container? I feel like it is a container. It would be remiss of me not to go and investigate. It is just an container. Okay. We'll spin it around. We'll fire the car up again and head towards what looks like a big refinery. I didn't really pay any attention to the map at the start line. Oh, I really should have done. Ouch. That's more bumps. It's fine. The car can take it. It's doing well so far. It's doing well. There's small damage to the bodywork on the little UI thing. It's the real thing that's concerning me is the overheating. The radiator's still in one piece, though. If I clonk that out, we'd be in a lot of trouble. Because it's running hot as it is. There wouldn't really be anything I could do. Oh, I still see signposts, which means we're going in the right way. Almost bottomed it out over the hill, but not enough to stop the mighty Bartow. The map just goes on and on. I say it goes on. It's a good thing for this sort of adventure, shall we say? I think this is the biggest biggest size you can use in Beam, if I remember correctly. It's 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers, I think, square. Oh, that's another big jump. Ugh. Suspension, please hold together. Thankfully, we're never really going very quickly, so I don't think we're going to see the old drive shaft shatter. But I shouldn't say that because I know what the curse of the commentator is like. The curse is powerful. It is very powerful. So we don't risk it if we can help it. Oh, that could have caught us out. It didn't this time around. We've got some cranes going on up here. It looks like they might be. Are they cranes? They were once upon a time. They are not anymore. They are toppled and tumbled. We're going underneath something. Try to figure out what the destroyed stuff is. Road, where are we going? Okay, we're going over this way. That's fine, we'll take a shortcut. Oh, there's going to be like some hidden rocks in these shortcuts. Thankfully, all the rocks have been kind of... we can take a shortcut here. All the rocks have been fairly low level. They've not had anything really to give us trouble. It's been this sort of section that's been the closest to getting me in danger, these sudden drops. But otherwise, we're not too bad. Climb, Barstow. Still quite warm. Still don't see any sort of finish line in sight. Is it maybe those big towers over to the left? So we've got those towers there. There's another 2 behind it. Like some big, I don't know, refinery towers, cooling towers, something along those lines. Maybe back over there? Could be where we're headed. We're heading towards that bloody thing. Oh, Rage is another game this could remind me of. Yeah, I was just thinking of other random post-apocalyptic style games. Oh, I don't know where all the other crisscross roads are coming from, where they head to. We are on a journey to find the end, the other side of the map, basically. There is a finish line, by the way. I will know when I've got there. I whizzed the camera around just to make sure before I set off on this epic voyage. Oh, this has got a little bit rougher all of a sudden. Okay, it's fine. Like, the rough sections have never been too bad for this sort of stuff. I feel like you could do a more extreme version. Like, this is great. I feel like you could do a more extreme version, make it tougher for a car like this to try and survive across a journey like this. We'll clonk our way over here. I say that, and yet we've still got who knows how many miles to go. So far I've driven 10 miles, it reckons. How accurate that is anybody's guess. The distance is measured in measures off the wheels spinning, so the fact that we've sat here and spun the wheels a lot will skew it a little bit. It's what we see with the proving grounds, especially with heavily damaged cars. Some of the distances can be very, very wonky. So I would not necessarily fully believe that, but we've had a good trek so far. It must be. Surely it's got to be those towers over there. That's got to be the finish line, right? Can't be more, can there? Now we're just to a sort of more open desert. This path not too bad. Jump our way over that section. What could there be behind? It does look like there's an edge, like an end wall back there. behind those towers, which suggests we might be getting close. Don't get cocky now. If the radiator goes, we might still be able to limp the car to the finish line. I had a minor heart attack because I thought that was just one ledge and it wasn't. Yeah, it really shouldn't be going that quickly. Okay, we've now done a little bit more damage to the vehicle. It's mostly cosmetic damage. Oh, don't loop us up a hill. Okay, Barstow, power, 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 but less wheel spin. Use the power, don't waste it. You can do it. You can do it. You can make it. Good muscle car. Well done. A little bit bobbly, but muscle car did good. The muscle car did good up that climb. We are careering down a hill. You might have heard some zoomy cats in the background. I don't know who that was. I think it was Cass. Cat interruption during Apocalypse Drive. Sure, why not? We've got another, we're actually quite a big, well, that's a big, we've got another hill coming up. And I know that this is struggling a little bit in the sands, so we're going to try and keep the power up. Go in here. I don't know if I wanted third or not. I didn't want to over-rev the engine in second, but we might need the gearing. Yeah, second is a good gear. Second is a very good gear for this climb. Slow, steady climb all the way up to the top of this hill. Where are we going after this? Are we diving down through? Oh, that's a big drop. It's okay though, we can actually just lift, just coast it down, let the engine cool. Oh! Oh. Okay, maybe I should have slowed it down a smidge more than that. Oh god, don't, no, I might not be able to do that hill. Oh, bugger me. That looks really nasty. Barstow, if we're going to make this, I'm sorry, this might be difficult for you. That looks nasty, that looks nasty. Go, muscle car, go! Oh, I thought I changed down to second. I didn't. Oh, no. I thought I changed down to second at the right time, and I didn't. Maybe you need an SUV with all-wheel drive for this bit. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to roll down the hill. We're going to have to line it up again. This is it's going to have to be power. There's no other way I can do this. In the great Clarksonian philosophy. Okay, we can do this. We can get this. We'll back it up. We'll back it up. We'll get the car ready. It's the bumps that kill it. I'm going to have to run it. I have to run it third up, but I'm going to have to change down to second, because otherwise it's going to bog down. Here we go, Barstow. You can climb. If we can't climb this hill, I'm actually really in a bowl at the moment, and it's very difficult to do anything about it. So I don't really want to hit these bumps too hard if I can help it. There's no other way to deal with it. Right, second. Car go to second, for God's sake. Yes, we have climbed the hill. Just much dust and wheel spin, but we have made it. Hey, there's an arrow. Oh, God, not more hills. Oh, come on, Barstow. Now this is now starting to get tricky. Remember what I said earlier about it not being tricky? Yep, I take it back slightly. Okay, let's maintain. This is not as bad as the other hill. Let's maintain some speed in second. Please don't overheat. Please don't overheat. There's got to be a finish line somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Come on. I can't. I want to shift up because I'm going to torture the engine to death, but we have to do this in second. Here we go. It's over the crest. Nicely done, Barstow. Cool. A little bit of cooling down the hill. Little rest before we attempt this next crest. Come on. Come on. We can make this one as well. Yes, we do. It's got to be towards the end now because this looks like the edge. This looks like the wall. There's a finish line! We've found the finish line. There was a couple of hills to give us grief at the end, but we have found a finish line. We will come blasting down the hill. The Barstow's made it across the map with only really minor damage. It did it. Ah, it was a good offer. Oh, the chassis is quite low to the ground. Minor concerns. I think those bumps will have caused that all sorts of grief towards the end. And there we go. The Barstow has crossed the Destruction Desert. What a wonderful little adventure this one has been for the car. It's a really cool map. It really does capture that post-apocalyptic style going on here. It's a good little challenge going across the map. It's more fun if you do it in a silly car. I highly recommend a silly car. Maybe a Covet or a Pizima or something would be equally entertaining. You could do it in an off-road vehicle, of course you could. The fact that I've driven a bloody Barstow across suggests that yeah, off-road vehicles probably not too terrible. But there we go. It made it mostly in one piece. A little bit of damage. It'll buff out. We can fix that. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. As I said, I'll link all the mods used in the description so you can download them and have a go with them yourself. But that shall be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.